Hello guys, this is just a quick video. Bearing in mind I'm a bit of an amateur with these vehicles, so I might say stuff what might not be 100%. They're both 1959, even though this one's on numbers and that one's the A-Reg. Both 1959 Mark F. They look identical, apart from the green one is on 8-inch wheels, 8-inch wheels. Slightly different, well, different sort of back up. Whether or not they're original, I would imagine they probably are. This one has got windy cards, but they're out at the minute. We got this out of a barn a few months ago. It is a bit rough and ready, to be fair, but it's usable. We do use it now. We cleaned the carburetor out, checked all the oils, dropped all the oils should I say, then checked it, topped them all up. Little sort of like canvas, sort of leathery sort of seats here with me. Slightly different seating setup in the other car than this one. So like I said, this is on 8-inch wheels. The roof don't look too bad, so the roof is basically fiberglass. The bodies are aluminium. Now with these cars, they're powered by a 250 single cylinder Villiers engine. I think it's a 31A. So they're a bit loud, they're a bit smoky, but they are fun. Now, I've been told about these bonnets that they can, sometimes the locking mechanism can fail and they can jump up. Now, this one sits a bit lower than what the red one does. So what I've done with red one anyway, I've put these straps on to prevent any of these bonnets coming up. Obviously with this one I'm going to add to that once I get a chance. Probably put some black ones on that to keep the bonnets down, just because you don't get up to a lot of speed with these sort of cars. I average about 40 mile an hour. They can be capable of probably doing 50, you know, but like I said, I average at 40 mile an hour in these cars. And like I said, you know, the bonnets can fail, or if you've got it on a trailer, you know, you will be doing probably 60 mile an hour down a motorway. So you don't want these bonnets to fail, because obviously there ain't many of these cars about. And like I said, they're only out of aluminium, and when they come up they'll just shear off and the bonnet will probably hit another car. You know, so that's what we're tending to do now, is to get this sort of look. You know, I mean, that's best we're going to get, and we've got two either side. Leather straps, and it's only because, like I said, Derek Matthewson said that they can fail the catches, so I thought, well, I'll take his advice, you know, and let's get them on. So going back to the front end here, obviously it's an air-cooled engine, so obviously these have got the vents there to let the air get through. I don't use it on red hot days, or if I do, I try not to sort of stand anywhere where there might be a lot of traffic, if I can help it, because I would imagine that they could get very hot. Now you've got your normal lights, high and low beam, and now these are quite interesting, because a gentleman said to me, "Oh, you've got no front indicators." And I thought, oh, okay. And I looked and I thought, he's right, because when I put the side lights on, these actually are the side lights. But what they do is they share the same, how can I put it, the same bulb as an indicator. So let me give you a quick demonstration on this one. Let me just turn the ignition on. Side lights. Just put the side lights on. So as you can see, these are the little side lights. So I thought, oh, you know what, the guy's right. I ain't got no indicators, but like I said, they are sharing the same bulb. This is the indicator switch. This, I believe, is original because they're on both cars. This has got a beeper mechanism, just so you know it's on, which is quite handy because, you know, summertime you might not realise. You see? It's quite a good idea, actually. So yeah, that's the front end bit. Obviously, like I said, they have got a really big bonnet on these, just because, I will show you in a minute, the engine turns inside the engine bay. So this car can literally, I can get this out of this building with just one turn. So I don't have to shunt it about like that, I just full lock it. And basically, if you imagine, you know, a caravan sort of jockey wheel, it just turns on its own sort of turning circle. So this is the engine, this is the Dynastart one, this red one, and the other one is as well. But what this has got different is, this has got the reverse on it. So it was an option, I believe. Like I said, I could be wrong. But this is the, like I said, the reverse model on this. So it's got 4-speed in reverse, and this engine literally turns within this bay. So that's why there's a lot of room in this bay, because that engine literally pivots around on there. There's your fuel tank. Little battery on this one. I've yet to fit a battery on that one, it's inside at the minute. Right, so going on the inside of the green one, like I said, they are more or less identical. So I'll give you a quick, simple, what the controls are and how they work. So they're your indicators. This one here has only got a light on it, hasn't got a beeper. But like I said, the light basically indicates that you've left your indicator on if you leave it on. You've got your wipers, lights, high and low, neutral light, and you've got an ignition light. Now on the red one, we have got another ignition light down here. That's because with it being a 2-stroke engine, it can start both ways, and that's how you get your reverse. But on this model, like I said, it's only got the forward motion. A choke, which a lot of modern cars, bikes don't have anymore. So that's the choke. And this is a panel light. So this basically just lights up the simple clock. So overall, it's basic of the basic. Like I said, these cars were designed to basically be light. That's why they've got a motorbike engine in. Cheap to run. It's basically, it's a tricycle, isn't it? You know, simplicity is the word. So this here, we've just got the battery in there for now, just to start it up. But we have got one to fit. Now we've got quite a big, I would say it's a biggish 2-stroke, because obviously it's a 2-stroke tank as well as petrol. So it's a pre-mixed tank. It's quite a big tank. So yeah, this is the handbrake. Very simple handbrake. Just literally press the button in, pull it for on, push it for off. You've got your accelerator there, your brake, and you've got the clutch. This is your high and low beam dipper, and this is the decompression. So when you try and start these engines, to make it a bit easier for it to turn over, you just press the decompressor in, and that basically will allow it to turn over a bit quicker. As soon as you hear it near more or less fire, let your foot off the decompressor and away you go. Right then, so that's a quick one on the green one. We'll now look at the red one. So they all, like I said, you can see they are the same. But like I said, this one, the red one, has got 10-inch wheels. So the 10-inch wheels, like I said, is a bit better probably. These have got nice chrome hubcaps on this. So this is a 10-inch wheel. That is the 8-inch rim. So overall, they are, like I said, 2-inch lower the green one. So inside the red one, what we've done in here, we've just put a few, you know, a few little gadgets in there just to make it a bit more better for when we're out and about. We've got a rev counter there and an hourly counter as well, so that'll count the hours that this vehicle's running as well as the mileage as well. It's just something, well, like I said, what I've put on. I've got my phone charger in there as well. A couple of bicycle drink holders there, and a couple of these nettings to put stuff in, you know, if you want to put your phone in there, or a couple of bits of paperwork or whatever you may have. Now this one is different because this has got the, I think it's called an asbesto sunroof. To be fair, I forgot the name of it. But this has got the sunroof on that one. It does make a big difference when it's warm. They do get quite warm in there with it being a fiberglass roof on a sunny day, where the other one hasn't. The back seat layout, like I said, it is slightly different on this one. Whether or not that's original, we don't know, because obviously we're working with two different sort of setups here with me, even though it's the same car. So then again, like you said, but overall the red one is no doubt the cleanest. So going back to the green one, this has got like a little safety catch on this one. So that would obviously explain why the cam fail. As you can see, it's very thin. So this is like I said, the safety catch. And this is a simple lock mechanism. So yeah, quite right that the cam fail. This is the engine in the turn position.